Damana Akenten. Nana Fenso Maya Boache Dakwa. Otumfo Kwansetio. Mesdames, any montene. Any montenio. Bafo Usaman Quatia. Bafo Bantmahina Duhano. Nature say enchakra. Yenina Yura. Asantehemaa Ghana Yinara. Ahinia Muhene. Ahinia Yina Techere Boba. Yura Nahinia Wanwa. Wahimpong, or Ropong, or Kuropong, or Frampa Watini Kuropomu. Kotoko Hene. Enchakra Yura Bedruha. Nana Akosia Miahina Otoso Miansa. Brekum nyina mahema ono so ne dom ne nananom adruha nananom yesre nyame pama mu nyina animu ntini o enche de wone konfo pani akekere na Asantehemaa nyina Ahinia nyina chechere boba Santehine na ahinia wono Yewura Pimso se tunya mekase Anoman takrabo woni takranso wotu Ochamutachi a wachere krochera pem achere mpempem Opampemra watere na tabanso ayakata so akata mpempem adajaso O kiti kanta fantam from Osuro fontom from Ekuma kokuro kwa wa gigigirim na brempam bobrim Yewura bedruha Madaru mebru Semudi nananom achia Mamu nsan mefa hanko Mumfa museum kwan no Madaru manamon koma yen Nananom damu ase Yesre nyame pama mu nyina Animu ntini o Animu ntini Nana okofo kobra bonsu Dompa se hene One ni nkonya sofo adruha Nana no machia me makwaba Ahinia nyina chechere boba Kotoko hinia na hinia wono Yewura enchakra yewura bedruha enti enimontene Nana akosia miahima Otoso miensa Nana akosia ameyahene Nana breku mahima Onuamu Bia kotoko hina chichiri brekum Nensuro ne mrebo emu abepo enyina amano Nana bepoa hene Sesei ono na ehwe aguna kroso amayewura enti wadruha obri konfo anoche Edom Madaru mebru aguna nana no madruha Nana breku mahema Nana akosua mi ahira otoso miensa Afe ne wadru manim ha Babodrobo Sonfo. Babodrobo Sonfo. Onoso Edinana Aguna Achi. Asantehemaa bosom somfo. Babodrobo Sonfo. Waye fita. Nanano munyanko. Achiame otumfo achiame damase. Nanano machiame damase. Sadia konfo pani ene wahim pani shishato hono. Enoa nanano moto aso. Bafo kwakwa mwati onene dom adruha na madaru mebru nanano mama kwaba entutu me asankram profia mudi ade obi nibie nanano mfrichi frecha fremre fentem fremwa dom damo se de katrema da bodwe adaru mebru yesire nyame pama moda. Nana Amachebare Onini Nkonya Sofo Enene Dom Edruha Nana no Mama Kwaba Nana Jedu Kumeni Otoswo nine Amachebare Adam Rebru Asante Asokore Mahene Nana ni Nkonya Sofo ene ne dom adruha Nana madam mebru e mama kwaba Nana adangoma se hene onene Nkonya Sofo ne dom na madam mebru Nana no mama kwaba eni mu ntene mayen eni mu ntene o efiri se enchakra yenyina yewra yenyina yewra Asantehemaa nyina yewra chechere kobo so Asantehemaa chechera yade bono so o pampemra watrata banso ayakata so akata mpempem nyina adaja so anoman takrabo krabo woni takranso otu oshintabo otu dade ani ohini frichi frecha fremre fentem fremwa edom dano sade katremada bodwe Asantehemaa nyina ra ohimpon oropon okropon oframpa wotini kropon mu Asantehemaa nyina ra bedru ho enti animontene Opemso TV, Opemso Radio Menshia Palace, Fun Live. Yadamo say. Nana Adumensa Asare. Amakom Akosa Brempon Adeshia. Dɔte Yie One nananom biti se nana ntoa hene nana kwakuare otosomiensa nana adubi so kase hema ene nananom aka ho nyina yadamase emamo akwaba
MC Awa and 4 please approach. MC, please approach the dais. Nananam Yamamunya Kwaba Enche Opemso Ebedruha Enti Yama Animu Anthony Ene Nananam Yakasano Yadebe Frafra Yade Frafra and Chesa Yebu Yakasano Nimtia Na Ejinai Yasa Fanagina Esheng Yasa Fanagina 80 Enti Brano Yana Yapotoa and Chesa Yebu Yakasano Nimtia They will say a bit me a church remu Ama when I hear TV so when I watching our social media so and the radio stations our we are safe for no ebehu Asantehemaa abeti Asantehemaa ase na adefefa ya wa hanon so abati ase yie
na madaru mebru nana goso manhema nana afia sewa kotokohene abetwa hema madama one goso man enso aduru ha madama nana no mama kwaba nana bosumoche asama manhene madaru mebru nasia nemu enene dom enso aduru ha nana manfo manhene onene mame enso aduru ha nana minta yeboa otosumienu akyerensua manhema one ne dom aduru ha nana no mama kwaba nananom animuntene frisa se yewura tenasia said ya wahimpani ne konfopani hyehyɛ ye no kotokohene tenasia nana ba ko pene sese woba no wonachi ti nananom nyina tenase mayen na adwaben hene na bebe twato enti nananom animuntene na montenase emayen nana yamfo manhene onene mame enso aduru ha na modern mebru yamakwaba.
Alrighty, seated is the former president of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Ajakum Kufuor. Also already seated is the acting chief justice, His Lordship Justice Paul Bafuboni. The nation's IGP is already seated with a huge delegation, including himself, who will lead in the Ghana Police Service to pay homage to His Majesty. You are welcome, the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Christian Tetanyonu, the Director General of Finance, COP, Mr. Michael Nketia Frimpong. Among the delegation, we have COP, Mr. Peter Baba Atiniak, the Director General MTTD, DCOP, Mr. Gabriel Prince Wabu, the Regional Commander, Ashanti North, DCOP, Mr. Jude Kobina, the Regional Commander, Ashanti South, ACP, Mr. Joseph Nyabam. Indeed, we have our own, the Ashanti Regional Police Commander, DCOP Taikujo. Among the delegation of the Ghana Police Service, we have ACP Grace Ansa Akrofi, Director of Public Affairs. Chief Staff Officer, ACP Mr. Kojo Abuache, and the Executive Secretary to the IGP, ACP Mr. Solomon Koli. On behalf of His Majesty, you are all duly welcome as we observe the 4th day of our burial rites of our beloved Queen Mother, Nana Konadu Yiadom III. Now is the arrival of Honorable Konadu Yiadom, the former MP for Asen Central.
Atitrine and intine, I want my baby wow yene. Yatoya boas to yan sanso de frɛ one more. And na kwame abubo wo munyina edino. Ejina soma wonom akwaba. The time at the twas to be said ne and da etwato. Ya na hema ne Dɔte Yie. Ye de ebremo. Emo and na yera candidate a Japan. When the year of war, one Edruha, Nina Yako, and the Shade, Samaya de Brayera, Niabe Bonichi Domo Kese, Nanahima, the Dɔte Yie da a chatwo, a becoso, a yepa. Yejina Nananom, Yera, a chiame and nemo, a mamunina, aquaba.
Bauro any abontem, Bauro any abontem, Nananum so Adrian Finfiniha. Ghana Association of Garages, magazine for no, almost so abayentem. Senior.
Say one of my HR and for yini. One of my HR and for yini, I would want yes, Remo. Ayana Muchin China, none of my name.
Asantehemaa ene mame. Asantehemaa ene nyakro mahene ene wo mame nom. Nana fumaswa hene ene ne dom so ewa ha. Nana fumaswa Yasramu ya nimu hanoma obi anyina ho agye se bambofo no nko a adunku Dɔte ene sewia nananom ahema omonso adruha na madaru mebru nananom mamakwa aba Animuntene, Yenuanmo Amotu Atuo no, said ye Yedikan ya announcement no, Untumin Tutio, our Pramayuso, Jabremuha, Suta Mahene, Nakontase Mahene, Dikoma Mahene, Ena Akokofehene, Otum for Brimpong, Nananoso Edruha, Otum for Ofa, our Hene Ofa, made us say. Nananoma dako for other mebru yesrenya me pamamo. Me sing kaiboy subio. Me sing kaiboy subio. Yenu anuma motu atuo no. Mube to me ato no wo. Bojare anase street ni mu nemmom. Jabre mu hadie ma obi antutuo. En kaibo a abambo for de ama ye no no. Afei animu ntene. Frise ye wura tenasia. Na adwaben hene nkoa na betumi aba e wo nachi abetena se madam amonsha ne nsoma yen afei se woni accreditation tumi a yede ama wo se begina ha emfimfini ha firi ha ma yen se wo ye ensentroni na wukuta all access a na wo betumi akọ aben ba bia wo hene wo no presidential podium ha. Dear, yes, Ramoma will be in ha. The abambofo ne beka no munni so pepepe. Mo amoko he na Asantehemaa ni achi ni na di nkra etwato no. Yesramo ada ma obi amfa ade etwa mfonyini enko ho. O hye asumade a na wayi na wadi nhyehyeye ne so. Atwoma kwa nwoma hene. Atwoma kwa nwoma hene. Nana amponsa kwa ono so ne dom adru ha. Nana enyina se hene nana pokuware. Nana akuya kwa we akwan na ade ase. Nana Ememhema ono so ene ne dom adru ha. Afei Asantehemaa nkoso hene Nana se kwa mechiritwie one ne dom enso aduru ha. Asantehemaa nkoso madaru mebru yamwakwa aba. Otumfo ayayayere hemabana akoma tipa anwa behina se hema one ne nkonwa asofo ne nkoso hema ne nananom eka ho boni chidom nana kwaku akowua ene ne dom madam mebru yamakwa ba nana kwaku amankwa asa akode otumfo brempon nana sewia hene sewia amankwa ene ne dom nana madam mebru nana no mamakwa ba Nana Mantema Hema Nana Bonsu Obonsie Bonsu Otosumienu Enene Mame so ewoyentem Nana no mamakwaba yada mose Uni jumebie dia free entamo ha Unni dwuma bia dia free entam ha na pe baby papa gina mayen enche kra kotoko hene beba enti nana bia wontena ase bia no enten betena se emayen mehunu His Excellency Dr. Bishop Kwesiadu Amankwa, United Nations Peace Ambassador, Deputy Governor, New York, and also Adrian Tamuha. His Excellency Bishop Dr. Kwesiadu Amankwa, Madam Mebru, Yamuakwaba. His Excellency Bishop Dr. Kwesi Edu Amankwa, Deputy Governor, New York City. You are welcome, sir. Nana bia wontena sibia betena semaye antesa yewura ba na adwabe hene ba akira abambofo ne besiri ban nana bia ntumi nguram ti nana madaro mebru mo nhya ne nso nana no mamakwa ba
ago ye nanom abambafo na mo wo dwabrem na mo ni all access security all access no yɛbɛsrɛ mo monkɔ crash barrier n'akyi woyɛ police ni o woyɛ fire service ni o woyɛ immigration national security sojani a woni all access security yɛbɛsrɛ sɛ wobɛfiri dwabrem mama yɛn yɛmpɛ sɛ yɛbɛba bɛka kyɛw sɛ pia bɔnten. Our own colleagues who are not in tax, please step out of the perimeter. I beg you, step out. You go behind the crash barrier for us. There are other duties for us to perform. Yes, Ramo, ejume bebre wa bontima yen. Nadumofo a mo ni tag. A esa mo de ba dwabre mu ha no. Monko abontima yen. Yen yon ma police fo bibia angina crash barrier na chima yen. Ye dem say.
Your Excellencies, eminent clergy, members of the diplomatic corps, representatives of institutions, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the last day of mourning is not the end, but the sealing of a legacy. Today, as we close the chapter of farewell, we open the book of eternal remembrance, where the life of Nana Konadu Yiadom III is inscribed in gold within the soul of Asantehemaa. Through the rise, and indeed as it ends today, the legacy of Nana Konadu Yiadom III begins anew, etched not only in history, but in the hearts of even the generation unborn. On behalf of His Majesty, Otumfuo Osei Tutu II, Asantehemaa, on behalf of the chiefs and people of Asante, on behalf of the planning committee, chaired by Nana Ifa Apintin, Omahene Obompata, we welcome you all to the final solemn and historic occasion. The final day of the burial rites in honor of our beloved Queen Mother, Nana Konadu Yiadom III. Today, we will have the honor of receiving the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and his team from the presidency. The two former presidents, one already here, His Excellency John Ajakum Kufuor, and His Excellency Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo will all be here to pay their respects to the Queen Mother and express their sympathies and condolences to His Majesty Otumfuo Osei Tutu II. Indeed, the former Vice President, His Excellency Dr. Muhammad Bawumia, will also be in attendance to file pass and mourn with us. Today we have the Prime Minister of Eswatini and the Deputy Prime Minister of Eswatini, who was here yesterday, and she will join us again together with the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Eswatini to observe the final burial rites. Dear attendants, here is a manifestation of this special recognition that they have for Asantehemaa, the love that existed between themselves and our Queen Mother, and the bond that exists between themselves and His Majesty Otumfuo Osei Tutu II. Allow me quickly to remind you that, as you are all aware, the firing of musketry is usually part of our sacred tradition. But please be aware, as it has been announced severally, that only gunpowder will be allowed. No live ammunition. Underlined, no live ammunitions will be used here today. Any firing on musketry should be 50 meters away from the presidential dais. Any musketry being fired with gunpowder should be 50 meters away from the presidential dais. We kindly remind that entry into the perimeter is strictly by accreditation. We ask you for your full cooperation with our security men and our protocol officers. I must indicate that very few dignitaries will be allowed to approach the royal dais and to pay homage to the king. Groups, institutions, and individuals paying homage to His Majesty are advised to kindly wait until their names are formally announced. The Standard Chartered Bank is the official bank designated for the collection of all donations today. They have 10 tellers, 6 points where you can do your donation through Momo, through bank drafts, through POS, and by cash. At this very moment, we shall be witnessing the sacred procession of His Majesty Otumfuo Osei Tutu II. And this unique moment in Ashanti tradition will be narrated for us by Professor Kofi Ampene, Director of Music Department at the Tufts University in Boston, whose scholarly insight and voice will guide us through this significant procession. At the appropriate time, we will invite Professor Ampene to take us through. Today we have 2 sessions where the king will sit in state and receive homage and condolences. The king will retire and come back with the body of our beloved Queen Mother. And that is where we will begin the Christian service. We appeal to everyone to exercise decorum, resilience, in solemnity, all in honor of our Queen Mother. I believe that in unity and reverence, we will complete the final rites for our Queen Mother with dignity. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you are graciously welcome.
Ghana mampeni, amampeni for dada, yenyano mani papa no masofo peni for. Titrini and Intina Yaton Sadia Fro Wonom and Eda Womina say and a womobre. Na and ne ayeda a chatwo ya nahima ya ne Dɔte Yie. Sa Dɔte Yie Aba beya sam da ho ye kruchire agu ho na ayade a ye re emfi da biada. And internet so ha won so ka bakosem no ho na se dwumadi a ye die ifri na no dwada ye dia bepem nei bibia atoto ne kwan mu ana aseda ne de ma abadwafo ya wonom ehwe etoto ye bompata hene ani amoma hene wonom eye titinafo ede bo ye hwe ye e ma dwumadi abadwafo ede hwe wonom se wototo ye e ma no ye fe Tina ne ye nyina ye di ho adansie enche ye hwe sante na ye wura wo ba no Nemom, ye ratanasia, a mamre quanso, or crochet, na brew what's ye near chino betanasia. Yauko, and ye de bemano. Then soon ye yina, and ye benya pine, and in Sakotun say mo amaya yauko. And then ye mefrel, Sebra, bemaya yauka, ye srow and foul pe and could be a yes, Santaneno so. Said ye be ya near man to Yena, a be boko, a day amaye. And inti, and she say, and Imbra, and the ye dissuade ye juma, a majumediano, aye crabashe.
Thank you so much, Ajoa Aprebi of Lawson FM. Now I'd like to recognize the presence of the Deputy Minister of Defense, Honorable Ernest Broja Jamfi. He is here together with the Chief of the Defense Staff, Lieutenant General William Ajapon. Among the delegation from the Ghana Armed Forces and the Ministry of Defense, we have Chief of Air Staff, Air Vice Marshal Eric Ajin Frimpong. It is with the grace and humility that I also recognize the presence of the Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Johnson Asiama, the Deputy Governor, Dr. Zakaria Mumuni, and of course, another Deputy Governor, Mrs. Matilda Asante Asiedu, our very own.
Abambo fona me yaswate se etuo ne tuo no se wunya ramu wo finfin ha woto a enye yie yesremo a se ye woto toto a yetene ba no a kwan no so de na numpo se woto a na wa matuo no ahwe soro yenim se mo ye ne dada we de eye nka ye enti wo ma no hwe soro na woto kwa eye na ebo mu ya wukita etupa pop action gun no tupa eno de Emra Emma ho kwan ti yesremo atuduro ne de no na numpo se wo wuramu na se wo bedrum finfin ha ni nyina abambofo ne se yenya ne to enche ye ena mampani dada ya wanya ne ba bi kro ne yeyire na Konadu Yiadom wone ne ma omo aba eba be wa wo yewura aba be ma ne yakọ abema ne hyeden. Dɔte Yie mu.
It is always refreshing that the former First Lady, Nana Konadu Yiadom, will always join us here for almost all the events. From Akwasadai to Kudai to various events held at the Masha Palace, her presence is always felt, and as we accord her with reverence and respect. So on behalf of His Majesty, I graciously welcome you, former First Lady, Nana Konadu Yiadom, and the family. Again, I welcome Honorable Kennedy Ajapon, the former Member of Parliament for Asin Central, NPP presidential aspirant, together with the wife, Mrs. Christiana Ajapon. Among his delegation, we have Chairman Robert Yao Amankwa, the former Ashanti Regional Chairman, and we have the President and CEO of Brekum Chelsea and the Regional Campaign Chair of Honorable Kennedy Ajapon, Mr. Amufa Jantua. Among the delegation, we have Mr. Joe Forsen, Maxi Deka Dila. Honorable Kennedy Ajapon, you are welcome.
Aya kwa bansam ne de ma etetere ne ntini ayato nsade afre won mu nyina Edian yebobo ye nyina mrahye bedwafo ne etitire yebobo wonum di Yewura Chiame na chiame emma mo nyinaa akwaba.
Indeed, I need to welcome the former Chief of Staff, Honorable Kojo Mpianim, and the former Ashanti Regional Minister, the First Minister of Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, affectionately called the Governor of Ashanti, Honorable S.K. Boafo.
Obrimpon Professor Chem Amponsa Fia Prehine Wanene Nkonya Sofo Omo Aba Dɔte Yie Twatwe Babeja Nahema Kwan.
The founder and the leader of Christ Charismatic Church, Pastor Ransford Obeng. You are welcome. We are now witnessing the arrival of the former Vice President, His Excellency Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia and the wife, former First Lady, former Second Lady, Mrs. Samira Bawumia. And among the delegation, we have the former Mayor of the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly, Honorable Samuel Pai.
Ghana Mampeni Dada Abedi Echire Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Bawumia Wanene Yeredofo Samira Bawumia Sabre Wamo Edriha Ebema Yerayako.
Yebesramwa Aye Presidential Days Hano Yedi Edin Ena Yedi Tenase Sewudi Emo Akonyano Hwa Odenho Kwan Kra Se Oba the inner perimeter of the presidential days. You might be a security person, you might be a bodyguard or ADC of a particular figure. We entreat you to cooperate with the national security and the protocols who have been assigned to be working today. This is the presidential days, and special security have been assigned to take care of the presidential days. Any other security of any dignitary should give way to the national security. If you are not designated to a particular seat on the presidential days, we encourage you to find a place to sit. A seat has been allocated to specific individuals and dignitaries. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please cooperate with the securities that have been designated to man the presidential days. I welcome Honorable Akwasi Adai Odike, also here to mourn with us, with his friends. Odike, you are welcome. We thank you for showing love and support to Asantehemaa.
Or therefore, hine and fear fraud to so me no a year in Suatra hine. One in Konya so for one Abba bedru. More eba abema ira dem refer. Yes, Remo said the abambo for no shisha no moto near mano. Munisu sa pepe maye na a genumo and naho. Madaruma. Yam pamu bia nanso. And she say no and finfi had dear. A free juada by Yinara finfi ha will be a Yinaha. And intina a bumbo for no ato pempim. And inti we are wakonya nisraha, would not pempimnachi. Tiasra mumuna, munfrin finfi ha my so ubeja will be ana penny be penino wafro a pano simpiano what's na say. Yes, Ramona did so no what done when name. Na wako akwa jina simpie no achi amaye yesramo emfimfi ha enna ho abambofo madaroma na moaye ne sa pepepe e dia amaye ansa na yewura adru ha bantama emrashe bejani wonimonyamfo asenso boache waba ababedru ha.
Indeed, today we have some of our traditional leaders. We have the Sarkizongo, the Yoruba chief, the Fulani chief, Nufawa chief, and their elders tomorrow with us. We thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nikra.
Ago. Yes,
TV, Opimso Radio, and we'll go so air channel. Yeah, live on Facebook and live on Opimso TV. YouTube no obet me out here chakwan Opimso TV and Facebook no Opimso Radio. Oba kenkan ho nsem nyina so de ekwaso nyina no ya kuruchire ho nsam akosum opimso.com. Hokron wa ba so te live ne mom no onyam foni ne hwe open foni na hwe de abra Opimso TV YouTube na abra Opimso TV already Facebook na bra beka ye hone nyina ye nsoma Asantehemaa ene de twato a ye de akwankwaja som ejas na Asantehemaa Nana Konadu Yiadom a taso miensa kwan me no ka se nana no matena se wo hwa TV no so akotoko hene na yehu one ne dom se wonum etene ba no nana no atena se wa fa mo afrempon wa ha teacher kantanka wa ha na donkese hene ko akufrempon manso ono so e wa ha ye be ko ochenra de ko so na kakra mo be so mo kafa ho no omo aka omo wie pe ebewura enne de no mu na enne chehye nana no ma ya to ho no omo e de ato yanim ofa memo akwa aba na apomba ko de
onyankopon na dom me ho ye pa na ye wo mu ni se enra nana no ma hemfo a wo mu firim ya mea e ba ye bebre na enne so ni esu se enne akoye da echato na amampani na pamfo ene woni eka ho na eba no na yenim senka ene eso bete nanso ene kura de beka se adutwam
ofa we de mi twa no na na drabon so hene aba bedrujum ono na ekura no nti ofa yeto
enti ene de edomo a aba ha no doso papa ni nyina ne se ene twato ne nan ne na Konadu Yiadom otosom yansa de Dɔte Yie no ye hya ase ne da etwato na nura de enipa ba ha no na ano den no kwasem ni enura Ghana fo na nanom wo mo kira wo mo do papa eniam akwankogya de eniam ahodo a wo mo de ba ya ye de beja na Konadu kwan no na eso ni papa eye ama afi de eduru ba bi kura no atia me de toja se woni a eba no wo mo ntwan
na kyerɛ sɛ nneɛma no aba amena buso na ɛyɛ kan ɛna nso yɛhwɛ Kumasi bɔnten nso nyinaa yɛdin kaa kakra ɛna na Kumasi abɔnten so edwa ahodoɔ nyinaa yɛatotom na mmom sɛ ɔba manhyia di a ɛne aha anipa abaa no ɛden papapapapapapa mmaa ne mmarima a yɛbɛtena yɛdɔ ɛwɔ na Konadu yakwa nkogya yi mu no anipa no aba ama abuso na nanom so aba ɛna ahɔho a wɔn firi baabi aban mu ankrakyefoɔ wɔn nyinaa aba ɛkyerɛ sɛ ɛnɛ akwankogya no ɛkɔyɛ krabɛhwɛ koraa
meda se ɔfaya mo afrempɔn ɛna yɛte ne nkɛn ma menkɔ teacher kantanka hɔ na ɛnra sɛdeɛ ɛnneɛma si kɔɛ no dɔm no sɛdeɛ si baeɛ no na wodɔ ne ɛfam wohwɛ deɛ kɔɔ so a ɛfiti ahyɛaseɛ kɔsi na wieɛ no sɛn na woka no
sɛdeɛ mehuuiɛ no deɛ ɛhyɛ sɛ mpɛn pii no neɛ ɛyɛ a na yɛhu wɔ dwabɔ ase no aha koraa mpo no kane ne ɛbɔ ɛnso ɛnora yɛhu sɛ securityfoɔ ɛyɛ wɔn adwuma ɛma no sɔ ani ɛma committeefoɔ wɔn nso yɛ wɔn adwuma ma no sɔ ani na nanom nhemfo a yɛde no wɔn de no wɔn ahyehyɛ wɔn nsa obiara yɛ ne bi ɛma no yɛ fɛfɛ nti ɛnora deɛ wobusa biribi a ɛyɛ sɛ ne fɛ a ɛyɛɛyɛ ɛna ɛbɛtumi aka
teacher medase ma menkɔ dɔnkaseɛ ne hɔ na memesa no dɔnkaseɛ wei deɛ ma memfa nkɔ straight ne yɛhunu ɛwɔ yɛn screen no soɔ no yɛhunu kyiniɛ fitaa ɛna ɛdɔm ɛdi anim ɛdi akyire ɛdeɛ na ɛhunu yi
wadawoma sɛ deɛ yɛdi nkan akyerɛ atiefoɔ dada no ayie ne yɛyɛ deɛ yɛde kuntunkuni na ɛyɛ na amanneɛ kwan so no nananom bi wɔ hɔ a wɔn ba a ɛmfa ho ne ne ɛse wɔntumi mfa kuntunkuni yɛkyerɛ sɛ agona mahene sɛ wɔba bi a wɔmfra kuntunkuni tɛpa ɔmfra kuntunkuni ne nyinaa ne sɛ wɔn mu nyinaa no wɔn akonnwa no bosom kɛseɛ paa ɛda ho na saa no nti no wɔba a wɔde fitaa ne kyini yɛ fitaa ne ntoma yɛ fitaa saa na ne hema so ɛteɛ tɛpa ɛna baneɛ bosom ɛwɔ ɛna agona so babo ɛne kyekye ɛne amoa ɛno ne kyerɛ asanteman ɛne hyɛ asanteman ase ɛti saa ana saa bosom ɛyɛ yɛn yɛ tumi abroni bɛka sɛ yɛ ɔta no eti no yɛde ba yɛmfa
ade tuntum
na mmom esu na wɔyɛ kronkron na kronkron no so yɛ dwirare no fitaa yɛdwira no na wahu sɛ yɛde hyire ɛna ɛwɔ sɛ yɛde bɔ no koraa yɛde bɛbɔ no
okay medase dɔnkɛseɛ ma me nsa mmra so ne yɛhwɛ ɛnnɛ ɛhyehyɛɛ no ɛne sɛn
Madam Ebru, and then she shall know. A woman, you know.
Okay.
Nana Munina Bantam.
Yeah.
And yes, I war Bantam Keke. And now, Yeri, we never so babia. Send none dear any moon one yawa. And not dear. Jawuye be a Ubeja and Waba. If it's an anwa, maybe dear, Dɔte Yie no, one maybe.
Okay.
18 and Nana Munina so no. I can't. Nananom nyinaa bɔbɔ ɔmo dɔm ano na ɔmo de ba ne de abɛgya kɔtɔkɔhene aberewa santeman aberewa Ghana man aberewa abibi man aberewa ewiase nyinaa aberewa na na ama Konadu Yiadom ɔtɔ so mmiɛnsa ɛyɛ kɔtɔkɔhema yɛde bɛgya ne kwan kama
medase Opinso TV ɛna ago so a wɔhwɛ no yɛ live on YouTube yɛ live on Facebook bra na bɛhwɛ yɛn na bɛhwɛ amammerɛ ne amane a ɛtwa go ɛwɔ menhyia kɔtɔkɔfi ha sɛdeɛ yɛde ka bɔ mo amanneɛ no and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ghana mampani watena se dada afei His Excellency John Ajekum Kofo ɔno nso so watena se dada Menoka say amampene be de chira da Dr. Mahmoud Awumia ono nso watena se Kane First Lady Nana Konadu Yiadom Nana Konadu Rollins Nana Konadu Rollins ono nso watena se afe Kennedy Akompra ko Japan watena se empanyimfo pi amaye bantama mrahye bedwane honorable Asenso Boache ono nso atena se na dobo nyina baba kotoko hene iyako Dɔte Yie emu sesei na nanom ya unu your screen se yeura eba longese yensha said the procession no esi etie
medase said the woka no yeura wasimo oba na oko na ahema fie ekohwe na ne achi okohwe na brewa ne achi efisa de atoye no ene enyan na said yesisi so da no kotokohene wotene no oba eye ni diso enye se ofa ho a wo se me ye ohene ne mabedim wo ye ohene a ye wo baabi a wuje na nim se sebe baabi a wudi kura wa ni ho a wotimi nya amane sa ai say ba na baabi a wudi no wa hunu baabi a di na akodi baabi a wobetimi anya amane enti ye ni diso efri samanka so ekosi atubutufo ye ni diso ene hihye mu saana ye de ba
me da se mame ko teacher kantanka ho na ye hwe enne ye hunu nananom pi nananom pi a omo ba se de ko frempon kaka ye no omo ntimi ama nyina no ene ye hunu bi eno no kire de na teacher kantanka eno no kire de
te enyado ya de na a comfort omo no ebe komu ekwan ma boni bia e wokwan firi ho ono machi na ekom ese ehim to efi aseba ehimfo yi enya wo monko enyina ya wa ha na ehu se afrawo ya wo togo wo mon duru hanra sa omo amufrafrawo bai kwa wa nti wo no eda sa da no na no mbenya ho no mbai wo so ko obi fufro nso efi Burkina oba obi fi Ivory Coast oba efi sa Asante baabi a no ne no bohye bia enne omo ba nti omo anya kwan amba sebe trabre kro no a na eche nti se mo anya kwan amba ana wo trabre yede ma obi a enne ede Asantehemaa no da ho ni nyina no na yimfo omoda Asantehemaa and the president ne dignitaries no moba ede nti enne de baby a president baby e de e je se oyo hina e se ho na obedi obekire amamre ne amane ti obi amra
yo enne so ya hunu nso atra hene se ono nso so aba minim de nso atra no eka asante ho ananka ho ana ono ba no wo ba bi ne yura abejam
nso atra aka Asantehemaa ho a kopem se abai foforo ba ya e fra no independent wie no binu mu eko wo mo ka ono mo ka Asantehemaa ho nanso wo mo akọ wo mo ho a nso atra ka
mera se teacher kantanka yete denka no say de yeura krobia sante kotoko hene enche bia na odru eye enjoy mu enti afei ena omampani John Dramani Mahama ono so odru enjoy mu omampani John Mahama afei ena waba wofaya mo ma yensha atichiwa enne omo abai enne ye day chato farmer of mama me enne ye day chato ye ho mampani dada ya fumienu wa ha Kane First Lady e wa ha empanyimfo tichiu enne wonum e wo dwumadie ase
yo kwabra onsam wakanto Yes, opening a jaria, area, then so asa. And a free nano and that you are there. A shade you may dear no answer. Nananum ayano, and it is so, and it is so. Omama quine, Emma software, a buy. Sadanoa, Omama quine. Emma Amanyoko, outdoor, a buy. Okay. Sadanoa, so Omo Emma Quine, Emma, Omanfo, and so by. Okay. Did that a Tosumi, you know, a Bernardano, and also Nananum Emma Quine, Emma Judiciary, and Penny for, yeah, and a slap dom, Nina, Omo buy, and a Temuafo, okay, so a buy. Oh, and Sana, yes, I'm a kuo, banka hodo, yeah, woman, you know, so a buy, Suku, a hodo, woman, so abba, and then a chat to you, yeah, and see a quite to us, okay, Nananum, I am for, I want okay, okay, yes, you are, and the amount. Or my penny for 1 year or more. My uncle far mail feed no better.
Spiritually clearing the entire space from any evil spirits. The Manka Basin. That is the very first of the advanced group of Otunfo's procession. And that is followed immediately by the Inkramofo, Asantehemaa, and King Council and Swami group. The King Council and the Swami group are all from Bafo in Sumankwa. The chief priests, the physicians, and chief spiritual advisors of Opinso or Setutu. That is Samanka. They are all being used as spiritual clearance. Then the keys, the black keys you see, they are what we call safuabre. Safuabre, it means once the king is outside, now all the doors are closed. They are members of the treasury. The treasury are for to sound for. Then the first instrumental ensemble, the ivory trumpets, 7 of them, they are not making noise. Everything that the trumpeters are playing are by poetry, what we call instrumental surrogacy, followed by the intahara. The inconchuma came first, the intahara followed. They are in groups of 7. And there are several of them, collectively, they belong to the Asokwa. Then follows the Insania, those with the gold, rectangular gold cap. They keep order. They maintain order. When Otunfo is in procession, sitting in state. In fact, the Insania is, according to the Asante account, one of the first creation that God created. The Insania and the heart Insania, that is what they are identified. They keep the order. Order. Musical. Then the next musical ensemble is Seche. Seche is providing light music in the midst of serious. So if the Seche dancers are here, you will see perfect dancing and everything like comic. They provide the comic relief. Immediately following the Seche is the Kokrenya. Kokrenya, Ivory Trumpet group, also group of 7 with Kokrenya here. Next in line, they are also intoning Kwantimpomuta. Kwantimpomuta. Kwantimpomuta, meaning the king walks in broad ways. The king does not walk in sideways. The king walks in broad ways. That is why they are intoning Kwantimpomuta. Kwantimpomuta. Then the next group of ivory trumpets, the Nkofe. Nkofe shows that we are now in the second group. The advanced group is already passed. The Nkofe ivory trumpets leading the Nkonya, the stools. Otu for Yasramu. Ohiri edru fie odwam to bia sorry nidie mu a kotoko ohiri adwam to bia sorry.
Shall we all now rise to welcome His Majesty Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II, riding in palanquin. Prof, go ahead.
Then we have Dite Kuduo and the Kukurubo Asipim leading, and we have the Ateneo group. The Ateneo group holding the bunch of palm dried foods. Otumfuo is canopied under about 5 umbrellas. Okasia and riding in the palanquin. We from behind. His adornment, Otumfuo adornment. He's wearing the Cherefon Sebeche, and his cloth is Tumi. He's riding in the Konkroma. He's riding in the Etrie palanquin. They don't use any palanquin. The big drums you see behind, the big drums are Fonton from. And everything that is going on, you see Asante militancy in peaceful times. There's another silver casket. Mensuo, you can look at the silver casket as the fridge. It contains water and food. Then comes the rear, Otumfuo's personal bodyguards.
Yeah.
But these guys are special. Every single musket that you see has a history. The first one that Opimsuo Osei-Tutu brought is Ajapoma with the beads. And then there's the Sisiri Kwabrafo, Sikantua, and all these baskets. The gold cast symbols are all historical symbols, and they will wait until the king is seated, and then they will take turns to greet him, and then they will take their rightful position behind. Your Excellencies, what is going on here with all kinds of ensembles performing, with all kinds of people, with all kinds of musketry, in a lot of ways, if you don't understand the way the Asante Akan express grief, that is what is going on. It's not going to be solemn. You might think it should be quiet and we should all walk slowly. No, it is solemn. And I'm going to show you there are multitude ways of the Asante expressing grief. First of all, look at the color profile. The color profile is black, pure black, kuntim kuni cloth. That's the first color profile. And a lot of the grief is also expressed in artistic forms. The drumming, the singing, everything that is going on expresses that, because you have to understand the text. Even the dancing, the gestures of dance, because for us, dance is a form of communication. So when you are grieved, you have to express your grief through dance. Everything, the entire color profile, even these guys holding the Atene group, holding the dried branches with fire underneath, is also telling you that death is not final for the Asante. Death is a journey. That is why we don't say that the Asantehemaa is dead. No, we say Konadu Yiadom is going to the village. because for them, death is a journey. Death is not final. And by the way, birth and death is not the opposite of death. Once you die, there is disintegration on earth, but reintegration into ancestorhood. Your Excellencies, because it's a journey, in the olden days, this group, they are the group that will provide the lights to Asamando, to the ancestral world. That is why you see them. That is why they are expressing the grief. Grief is also expressed in a lot of non-verbal communication here. So sonically, visually, audibly, and in every aspect of it, we are expressing deep grief. What is unique about Ghana? Your Excellencies, let me share with you what is unique about Ghana. This is the passing of the Asantehemaa, and everybody might have thought this passing is observed by only Asante. But what is unique, with the permission of Opimso Kotokohene Osetutu Ababio, this funeral is a national funeral. We have all the kingdoms in Ghana represented, all from all 16 regions.